What was the last event that you got all dressed up for where you had a really good time? Did you expect to? Was it unexpected? Was it one of those get all dressed up and then get rip-roaring drunk and kick your shoes off and jump in the pool? Tell me about your last dress-up experience. Today, we are going to do a start-to-finish big glam makeover. Buckle up. This is going to take a little while. We're going to start with prep, because prep is everything. If you don't have a good canvas to work on, you can't do good work. So yes, I'm in my bathrobe. Get over it. We are going to start with some tie-dye and tight neck. I did some sponsored videos for tie-dye and tight neck a little while ago. You may remember Tight Tuesday, where I spent an entire month testing the cumulative effects, and I felt that they did a great job doing it on a continued basis, but I only had one bottle of each. So I haven't kept up with doing it on a daily basis because, well, when it runs out, it runs out. So it is special occasion stuff for me right now. If you've got a more generous budget, you may have a supply, and I do recommend this for a daily. It really does work in a cumulative sense, but I am a starving artist. So let's start with our tight eye. Clean, dry skin. I shot a before picture so you can see the difference. Get a nice thick glob. So let's get that. I see the biggest effect. I see some effect on the wrinkles, but for me, the reason I love tight eye is because it lifts this eyelid. This eyelid has, as I've gotten older, has gotten a little heavy, which I compensate with makeup. But we'll get our tight eye on there, and that will lift the lid, giving me a better surface to put my makeup on and make me look better in photographs. Okay, whenever I have anything left on my fingers, I smear it around. I don't know if it does any good or not, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something. This is going to take about 10 minutes to dry, 5 to 10 depending on the level of heat where you're at. So I am going to shut the camera off so I'm not talking to you because I don't want to make any facial expressions for the next 10 minutes. So I will be right back. That took about 8 minutes to fully dry. You can always tell just by touching it when it stops being tacky. That's when you know it's done. And you can see it. It should look all shriveled up and creepy. See? Don't you love that I'm willing to show you me looking absolutely hideous? It's no wonder I don't get acting work. I put videos out where I look absolutely hideous. I don't know any other actress that's willing to do that. Every other actress I know is like, no, I will not be seen anywhere unless I'm completely fully done. I give you all the behind the scenes stuff. So the proper way to remove it, you can remove it in the shower, but as much as I love you, I'm not taking you in the shower with me. I'm really hoping I don't expose myself right here. You're gonna do this in the bathroom. I'm in my living room. And then you simply I kind of like to do the removal in the shower because there's a little less tugging on the skin. Then you want to apply whatever moisturizer or serum you like using. I have a variety of moisturizers that I use depending on what my skin wants at the time. Like right now, I have a little bit of a hormonal breakout going on, so I'm using my Labo, which is good for sensitive skin. If my skin were dry at the time, I would be using my Iaso. So it really depends. People say, oh, what's the best moisturizer? I have schizophrenic skin, so the best moisturizer is whatever my skin wants on that day. And the key to creating a big makeup look is you've got to have a nice foundation. And now we have a nice foundation. Follow that up with my Q Generous, or my Q Lavo Collagenous. And now I'm going to have to stop filming for a few minutes so that I can take a before and after photo. Well, I've already taken the before, duh. So that I can take an after photo. Otherwise, people will say, did it really work? We can't tell. And then we're gonna get started on the fun part. Okay, I did my before and after. Well, I did my before, and I just took my after photos. And now, before I put on foundation, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add more hydration to the skin. Prep is everything. So I have on a lot of moisturizer. So I put on a layer of moisturizer, let it soak in, and now I'm putting on more. And here is going to be a perfectly horrible shot. Here is how my eyes look. You can see I've got that lift right there now. Wish I had another bottle of tie-dye so I could be using it every day. Okay, moving on. Okay, we have our canvas ready, just about. We'll do the hair in a little bit. Primer, we want to make those pores as small as possible and we want everything to last. I am using Smashbox Photo Finish. You can use a dupe if you like. You can use whatever primer you have found works best for you. I do believe we are all individuals. What works for one may not work for another. Beauty does, of course, start from within, so make sure you're getting plenty of fruits and vegetables in your diet. If you're getting ready for an event, you know, we all think, oh, I've got a diet, I've got to lose 5 pounds for whatever this event that we're going to. You know, your son's wedding, your daughter's graduation, your husband's getting an award, you're getting an award, who knows? So we always think, oh, I need to lose weight. The thing that is going to enhance your looks the most is getting nutrition in your body. So you may want to cut calories to drop a couple pounds, that's fine. Not saying you need to, because I happen to think everyone looks great just the way they are, but make sure you get nutrition in your body. Today I am having a carrot juice. This is 24 karat gold. It is carrot, apple, and ginger. One of the things I like about the juices at Fountain of Juice is they don't have all these weird combinations. You know, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna drink what? This is just pretty normal stuff. If I still had a juicer myself and I was juicing myself, which what a pain in the butt that was, that's a combination that I do. Carrot and ginger, apple. Oh yeah, that's nice. Over 1100% of my USRDA for vitamin A and over 700 something percent of my vitamin C. And that's really gonna help my collagen build up. It's gonna keep the eyes white and bright. Starting with my Joe Blasco Industrial Strength Concealer. This is Orange Highlight 1. Your makeup probably stays in the same place for most of the time. I have to pack up and go to a photo shoot. I have to pack up and go to a video shoot. I have to pack up and go to a film set. I have to bring all my cosmetics. My makeup is constantly being moved, and it's like it always lives in these Ziploc baggies. And oh, wouldn't it be nice to just have it stay in one spot all the time so you could always find things? e.l.f. Pearl Eye Primer. This is a Smashbox Illuminator. There are a number of illuminators on the market. I don't even know if this one is on the market anymore, but it's what I own. I'm going to apply that right in this area so that when cameras hit me and that light reflects, I get a little bounce back. Right in this area, it'll look good on camera. I had an awesome photo shoot a few days ago. I shot with a girlfriend who had to test out a bunch of equipment, and we just played, and I got some really, really fun stuff. I don't get to see any of it for a few days because she has 3 music videos that she's working on in 3 days, and that means horrendous hours. Poor thing's not going to get any sleep. But I just saw a little tiny bit of it, you know, just through the viewfinder. We got some good stuff. I have to print up promotional things. I have to do posters for when I do signings. I need new business cards. So I'm very pleased to have new photos because I really haven't had a lot of terrific photo shoots since going silver. You know, it's been that process of, well, I first bleached it and then I did a photo shoot, but you know, it was just sort of like, you know, waiting for the grow out process, and you're just always, oh, it'll be better next week, it'll be better next week, and it was nice to just go out and do it. Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I'm not putting my glasses on. Didn't really mean to get that on the eyelid there. Sometimes I get a little enthusiastic. My face and my chest both tend to be a little darker than my throat. e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer, because the Ultra HD Makeup Forever is expensive. I don't want to waste that on my neck. I want to save that for my face, and this is inexpensive. For an event. I know I just said it's expensive. I'm not going to do this on a daily basis. I might do this for, you know, a date night, but I'm not going to do this for a date night. But I'll do the throat. But this part, if you're going to an event and you're wearing a low-cut dress, like I always have a red spot right there. As much as I'm always good about sunscreen, let's just knock that down just a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it just blends it in a little bit. Amazing Cosmetics in medium beige. After a lifetime of severe nasal allergies, I am always red around the nose because I've blown my nose a gazillion times in my lifetime. So that always needs a little extra attention. And the Amazing Cosmetics, I love. I've just never found a concealer that I like as much as this one. We're probably half an hour into this and we've only done foundation. We haven't even got to powder yet. Hate those hormonal breakouts. That's why I haven't done my derma roller video yet. I keep wanting to, but not when I have a breakout or an event to go to, and it's just timing wise, I just haven't been able to do it. Oh, I love that ginger. e.l.f. High Def Powder. I know I powder more than most people do, e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. It's a little bit light reflective, great for flashes. And it seems to be milled just a little bit finer. People often ask me, how do you keep it from setting into the wrinkles? I don't, it sets into the wrinkles. I have wrinkles, it sets in, the tie-dye helps, that smooths them out. The extra moisturizer helps, that smooths them out. Using the finer powder, and several times a day I will just give it a little smooth. That's one of the facts of growing older, we can't help that. Naked Flushed. I like this shade of bronzer because it goes with my very pale skin. A bit of the Flushed Blush. NYX Micro Brow in Taupe. No! No! Don't tell me I hit the bottom. It's a very sad day when you're in the middle of doing your makeup and you find that your favorite eyebrow pencil has now been used up. I don't have to bleep that, I didn't make any sound. You know what I said. Alrighty then. When your favorite eyebrow pencil has just died, you need to go to Plan B. This is NYX eyebrow pencil in charcoal. It's not as fine as the micro brow, which what is, right? Can't change it, no point complaining about it. Time to go to the store. This is a Merle Norman eyeshadow duo that I've had for a gazillion years. Don't know what it is. I'll try to find out, but that's what it is. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to start with this sort of lavendery pink. I do like the way this eyeshadow feels. It's very velvety. You know what? I am going to take that all the way up to the eyebrow. This is a color that I did not wear until I went gray. I never wore either of these colors. I've had this, I think I got this in a gift bag forever, and it's just sort of been sitting in the back of my makeup drawer. And don't you love how I say makeup drawer when I haven't had my vanity since I moved to California? I haven't had a drawer. But this has been sitting around for years, and I just opened it a few months ago after I went silver. We're going to take this gray and use that up here in the crease. This is a Borghese palette that I think I picked up at Costco many years ago. I'm going to go with this dark purple. And I'm coming out there and then up. If I'm staring straight ahead, the edge of my iris right there. That's how far I'm coming up on the. Lancome Aubergine. Now we gotta try to make them the same. I feel like I need to go deeper. I feel like that pink just made it a little too light. I'm going to select this pink tone to just make it a little less frosty, right on the lid. It's very subtle, but I think that's better. A little more of our purple tone. Tight lining. In theater, when we're backstage, you're getting ready, you're doing your makeup before the play begins. You know, you always have your stage manager coming by and banging on doors and announcing how much time you have. 20 minutes, 10 minutes, thank you, 10. You always respond and echo what it was, so they acknowledge, know that you're acknowledging that you heard the time, so that everybody's always being made aware of what time it is. In film, that's the second AD's job. That's the most thankless job in the world. Anybody who's a second AD is like professional asshole. That's really what the job entails. They have to just crack the whip. The first AD and the second AD, they work together hand in hand. Those are assistant directors. And their job is to crack the whip and keep everything moving, because you've got a crew of 40 people, everybody doing their job, and everybody thinks their job is the most important, as they should. So somebody has to just keep the train moving. Come on, people, we gotta move it. We're burning daylight. Man, it is so much better when I use the tie-dye. Wow. I'm amazed at that difference. It's so much smoother up here. I have to see if I can talk him into getting me another bottle, because I don't like running out. I want to be able to use it more often. Just trying to fill in all those little spots that look like skin. I'll go to the big side. That will help. Clinique High Impact Mascara. I think we know what's going to be on my list of September favorites. Ever since I used this, I have not used any of the other 8 mascaras that I have. Now the fun part. We're going to pick out a lipstick. Oh, we're not done with the eyes yet, don't worry. This is the color of the dress. It goes very well with the dress. I wish I need to get a really purpley lipstick. That's going to be That's on my autumn shopping list. I want to get that. I want to get the dark blue lipstick and I want to get a purple lipstick because I think that they will be really, really fun alternatives with silver hair. And I never would have worn them when I had red hair, but I think they're going to be really spectacular. So that's on my shopping list, but working with what I have today. Pinker. Light pink. That's going to be my gloss. Bright pink. Start subtle and work our way up. Let's see what we think. Pencil is NYX Pale Pink. We may bump up from that, but that's where we're starting. We're already bumping up from that. That's way too light. I don't even own a bright pink lip pencil yet. This is NYX Mauve. I am overdrawing just a little bit. We are doing big glam. This is not a natural look. We want big, serious, red carpet glam. So you can take it up outside the lip line here as long as you bring it in on the corners. Otherwise, you get that turned out look. I want a little of my highlighter. Don't usually do the Naked Flushed as my highlighter on my lip line, but that little bit of highlighter on the lip line gives the lip that little look. So just a touch. I'm selecting this one simply because I have never used it. It is a Mary Kay sample that I was given. I am blind and cannot read what it says. And on that note, I'm gonna have more carrot juice. Yeah, I still can't see what it says. It's much redder than I was thinking. Yeah, I think that's too red. Let me just take a look. It's too red. We're not doing that one. Sorry, Mary Kay. Remember back in the 80s and 90s when everyone was doing faux finishes? Well, my best friend Drew, she and I, we would always get together and help each other paint and decorate our places. And whenever we do like a faux finish on things and it didn't quite look right, we'd always say, yeah, but you know, we've got a really good base coat. So that's a really good base coat. This is why we practice, so that on the night, on the day, we get it right. I'm gonna go with my tried and true Revlon Matte Balm Stain in, I think this is Passionate. A little bit of black liquid liner. While waiting for that to dry, let's kiss the eyebrows a little. I already have the gray pencil with the NYX, so I'm going to do the taupe here. I don't want to make them any grayer. I know, right? You never thought you'd hear me say that. gonna get some lashes on now. These are leftover false eyelashes from whatever film that I worked on. I've got this style and this style. I'm not gonna cut them in half. Let's see. Let me see if I can possibly get this so that you can see them without them falling off my piece of toilet paper that I've had it sitting on the top shelf in my bathroom. Oh, I'm not sure if any of that's gonna show. Okay, I'm going to attempt to put on a full strip of lashes. Big glam. Okay, I'm going for these. I know they're not even color coordinated or anything. What's up with that? And they're dirty. Oh, see, that just even bugs me. I'm so neurotic. Hang on. It's not just my makeup that has to get packed up every single day. All my glasses have to get packed up because, you know, when I go to do a shoot, the director wants to choose which color of glasses, which means he wants to see all of them. So, yeah, my life is constantly moving. So, now that I've shown you once again how neurotic I am, I feel better, and I haven't even seen it yet. Oh, see, I feel better. I just feel better. Okay, this is the left eye. Really like having lash glue on a brush. Huge difference there. You never want to slam those lashes right on. You always want the glue to set up a little bit, get a little tacky. Sort of like this bright pink lipstick right now. It looks a little tacky, but when you do big glam, it all looks good when you pull it all together, but on the way there, it looks pretty bad. You look like a cheapo. Obviously, it goes without saying that your bottle of alcohol is one of your best friends, and I'm not talking about vodka, I'm talking about rubbing alcohol. You want to make sure that all your tools are nice and sterile, especially things you're touching your eye with. Just like my lash strips get cleaned with alcohol. I reuse them as many times as I can until they just get like, yeah, you can't use that anymore. And I'll be signing autographs at FearCon in Phoenix on October 7 through 9. So if you're a fan of horror films and you live in the Phoenix area, come by and say hi. Let's get to doing some hair. Not really styling it right there so much as just sort of smoothing out the bumps. There may have just been a little bit of a lighting change. You know your video's gone on too long when you have to stop and charge the battery because it ran out. I had been planning on doing extensions, but I'm running out of time. And somebody called the cops. One of the treats of living in Los Angeles. A lot of ambient noise. I was gonna wear extensions today, but because I shot a video and had my hair in a headband the whole time, it's kind of in this shape and I'm a little out of time to finesse it, so we are busting out a wig. And you've seen me put this wig on before. I like a little hairspray as a base to give the comb something to grab onto. Just double check. So many wigs want to see where the clips are. Middle, side, side, got it. Get the hairspray on, get the blow dryer. Yeah, you can let it dry naturally, but who's got time for that? So I'll get that over there now. This wig part's on the opposite side of what I part. We'll be fine. Wigs are great when you want to bust out the glamour, because once they're on, you really don't have to think about them. Like when I do an autograph signing, when I do a convention, something like that, I will wear a wig because I have to be on and bubbly and sparkly and talking to people and moving around and signing autographs and up and down out of my chair and posing, and photographs will be taken by different people from different sides, and I can't control all the angles and I don't know what's going on, and the wig is one thing I don't have to worry about. It might be uncomfortable for a few hours, but every image that is taken of me by strangers will look good. It just takes a lot of the worry away. Sometimes I put a little bit of dark eyeshadow down at the root. Not gonna bother with that today. Okay, under the eyes. Let's fix under the eyes. We need to get our last little bit of Blasco Orange Highlight. By the way, there is a orange concealer. There's also an under eye dark circle corrector by NYX. This is a lighter weight formula if you want to use that. In fact, we'll just try it for here and you can see. Probably a lot easier to get, certainly less expensive. We'll go ahead and use that one for today. I want to soften those lips up. I'm going to use my Revlon Color Burst. I think this is Sweetheart. I don't know, that's just memory. I want a little more pink in the cheeks. I'm going to go with this palette, which you've seen me use on occasion. Not a favorite because the colors are a little too vibrant, but I think that is appropriate for today. And I'm going to go with this pink right here. That always looks so cupid all to me. But I know once it'll fade. History has shown me that the blush can be a little too bright at first, because really by the time I get dressed and walk out the door, it will fade. And now it's time for me to get dressed so I can walk out the door. I'll be right back. I'll show you what I look like. I really hope this is all in frame. So here I am, busted out the Richard Tyler Couture, last swallow of my Fountain of Juice carrot juice. Probably the last healthful thing that I will do today. Now, why am I so dressed up? I didn't tell you, did I? Well, you know, we always have reasons to get dressed up, formal events to go to, weddings, company events. But the most fun reason to get dressed up is because you don't really need to. It's my friend Andrew's birthday, and every year for his birthday, we get all dressed up. He puts on his tux, I put on my evening gown, and we go out and get burgers and milkshakes. Full glam for a burger. I need to grab those pink glasses before I go. I need to get my purse. And are you scared, Sequel? I know my dress makes noise. Mama has a train. Mama has boobs sewn into her dress. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I hope you have a terrific day. I will talk to you very soon.